Hi.
Hello, everybody. I am Holly, the Scientology Geek, and I am here with Journey, Thejourney2020. Once again, we are here mainly just to hang out, shoot the shit, and do research. So, if y'all have any comments about anything that we talk about, or just anything you want us to potentially look into down the line, let us know.
Yup.
And if you are OT 420 friendly, I'm taking my first hit.
I should. I'm probably gonna be in so much pain. Told my daughter if I lose my mind, just keep me bringing me wine so then no one can tell. They just think I'm a drinker.
I like that.
Just keep me bringing alcohol. Fine.
But yeah, no, I was going through. Actually, you know what? I'll just send it to you on Facebook. So I went through. I got halfway through the. You remember the video where Lara went into her full Sea Org muster phase for a minute?
Yeah.
So I was going through the beginning half of that video, and I was just trying to like pull out all the names and shit that we were talking about.
Yes.
Um, just check your Facebook. I just sent you a message with the names that I pulled just in like the first hour and a half.
God. I'm afraid. No, there is a muster picture that sent you in that whole 87. I took out most of the animals. It's like we don't need to see a bunch of the same horses.
Well, we might know their names though.
I could tell you. I mean,
Yeah, no, whatever captions you have associated with those pictures, please feel free to send them.
okay, I just didn't want to dox my source,
That's
and
fine.
then somehow ethics gets handle.
They get ethics put in on them.
But that's why I have them saved, the original photo, not cropped, and so that way when we go through, I can say, I found out the guy, two of the older gentlemen's names that was there, and then and one had a rifle.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So what was I looking for? Oh yeah.
Oh, hello, Scooter. Scooter's anti-cult report. And Wizard Owlin Celestial says, "Hey, sometimes my TRs kick in everyday life."
Oh, Holly.
What?
Holy
What did you
smoke.
find?
5 pictures? 5 screenshots of the whole thing?
Of the whole
First
pack ranch? Oh yeah, no, 5 screenshots from my note-taking stuff. Yeah, those are all the fucking
within
names that I
30
pulled out
minutes?
from the first hour and a half.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people.
I can send you their Facebook pages.
If you could.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yes,
I don't want
please.
to dox like the whole world and then
I was gonna
weekly
say,
OSA.
I
Somewhere
was gonna,
else.
yeah, I was gonna say, if you know any like exes who maybe were affiliated with the Pack Ranch or anything like that, and you have their Facebooks, feel free to send them to me.
Well, that's what's so funny. In the comments, they talk about their positions. And one hated that post, one of the posts.
Oh, I want
That's what I'm trying to
access to
say.
this
I'm about to
fucking
kill this fly.
group.
Hang on, let me turn on the light because I'm starting to look weird.
Okay. Oh, I want to be in this group so badly. They could give me so much knowledge, and I could probably ask so many questions.
Well, these kids were at the reunion, so I think there's still some in, some not. I don't know.
You just, yeah, you'd have to figure out
I don't know.
who, and yeah, and that would take a little effort.
Who's on the
If they're
line?
still using Scientology lingo and they're still acting like it's good, then I can assume they're still in.
Right. Wizard, no, but I mean, so my grandfather was in the Navy, World War II, and was in the boiler room, bottom of the battleship. And so all my uncles, 4 of my uncles out of 5 are named after battleships. Yeah. Joseph Friday. I love that as a middle. Friday's my middle name. And then my mom, a French province. So, but yeah, the a lot of the high control was just not dealing with kids. They're loud and messy and unruly, and I've been dealing with this one fly all day while sitting here. Ooh. So,
Hello, Sieglin. Thank you for joining.
great. My daughter wants apparently. I don't remember. She wants to know my Nancy Lorraine. But her first name was supposed to be Nance with the E.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was letters. He was so far away. I'm pregnant. It was with an I.
Mm-hmm.
So, red with an I. Okay. Did you ask me a question? No. We were in the middle of something? Okay. No, my
Talking
brain
about
is
being
jumping
not being a former Scientologist.
because yesterday I was at the library doing research, and then today I'm so close to finishing and launching the map, and then
That's
now I'm
exciting.
back at the cadet ranch. So that's why I'm like, what am I doing? I have no idea.
That's how most of my research goes.
Because that's why I took a break, because I was like, oh my gosh, between the spreadsheet, old documents, and then the kids, and then figuring out what I want to docs, what I don't.
Mm-hmm.
And then so it's kind of like do. I want a break. I'm gonna go lay down for a minute. Oh boy. So yeah, when we go through the pictures, I can kind of hopefully keep up, depending on what order, because I saved it in my files instead of just keeping it. So cool. So yeah, I discovered while looking at the pack ranch. You okay?
Yeah, we got a chopper.
Oh, okay. I thought someone was talking to you, so I didn't want to talk at the same time.
No, I'm just not sure if the sound's coming through.
BTs are missing. Call him back. We need to audit you.
Oh my god.
Have you watched the movie,
Which movie?
The Prophet, that I
Not
sent
yet.
you? Okay. I haven't. I've only watched it because I'm laughing. Literally, the first scene is um, someone driving and having naval whatever, and
Mm-hmm.
they're going on base or something, and so he puts in a security code and goes in, and then walks into a room, and this cool guy, beard and everything like this, it's pure gold because it's talking about he's afraid of his own cooties. And he was the cult leader. He's like,
Oh
you would think
god.
the leader would not be afraid of his own cooties. He's like, it's on the bed. I had to stop it. I'm like, I found it. And so what we're talking about is that the movie was made that I had no idea. I believe Mark Bunker wasn't even involved. I do not see his name on this movie, but a 20-year-old ex-Scientologist wrote the script and made it, and Bob Minton helped produce it, a lot of like $2 million. And in 2001, it came out, but it was sabotaged by none other than Mary DeMoss, Mark Bunker's acquaintance, that they got to know each other. They expected, his, what would you call her? His baiter, the one to handle him.
Okay, yeah, the handler.
Yeah. Uh, she would always go, Mark, like, what are your crimes? And then, like,
I feel like that's all they say.
yeah, what are your crimes? Don't you blah, blah, blah? It's like, what? And all he's doing is filming. So what we call now is content, but back then, he's just filming,
Documentation.
minting their behavior. And she has no concept that she is giving exactly what he wanted to film.
Mm-hmm.
Until she saw it all over the world. And so Mark Bunker agreed that I can interview him. I'm coming up with the questions, but I had so many projects that I'm like, that can't rush to the front, like not directly. So I'm still coming up with the questions because I want to ask him about the prophet, if he knew about it or whatever, because they also went to, I believe, Germany or Hungary for a medal, and Bob Minton was the second recipient of it. So I just want to talk about like the highlights, kind of like what surprised them the most about Scientology.
Mm-hmm.
Is anything different now from back then? So yeah, I just so want to know about that timeline, because he was in his 30s, early 30s. Mark Bunker. So, to pretty much half your life now involving yourself with Scientology, on the outskirts, never in, because I feel like that's gonna be me. All right, I'm 80 now. There's like 5 Scientologists left. Ooh. I don't know, because I have not come across a guy's name in my research that was connected to the Lisa McPherson days. The only reason why I remember it, if it keeps coming up and sounds familiar, that's the only reason why I remember a name.
If I don't know if Bilf and I are talking about the same person, but there was the Clearwater City Councilman, Paris Marfopoulos, who came up to him a couple of times and like asked Mark if he touched children inappropriately.
Yeah, and talk. See, that's the thing. Wherever Mark went, he was approached by mainly men. Mary was the only woman, unless the women were with the group of men. But it was mainly a man confronting Mark. So even in LA, when they did this little fair, and there was like huge, we started talking about Dinu, and like the girls turned that were, I mean, the street was packed. Over on Hubbard Way was packed, the people at this fair. And they were trying to get him out, saying, "You're not welcome." And he's like, "Oh, this is for everybody. Everyone's welcomed." And then, like, they just kept baiting him, like, "You like animals? Do you like animals inappropriate?" Like, like all that weird stuff. And he's like, "Yeah, let me tell you about OT3 Xenu. Have you heard about the Xenu?" And then they quickly moved him. They wanted to move him away from other people because they're like, "What?" And they're like, "No, no, no."
He's gonna spill the secrets.
Yeah, I know, right?
Everyone's gonna get pneumonia.
So, and that wasn't the same guy or guys in Clearwater, but they would go out and handle Mark, mainly men. So Mary DeMoss is the curly hair, I believe. She did eventually get out, and she was embarrassed by the videos and stuff. She doesn't believe in Scientology anymore, but it's one of those things. If you're baiting someone, and this is what's so weird. They have tapes that last forever. They have videos of their promo, auditing, all this different stuff, right? And going to the movies. They don't think a video camera is going to be for a the connect. There's a total disconnection with the brain when you're conditioned. I swear. Because it's like, put 1 and 2 together. Because he's filming you over and over again. And he has all these tapes.
That prove your insanity.
Exactly. So, like, I'm wondering if she's more embarrassed by her behavior or that it was found out what baiting looks like. Like, which is she embarrassed about?
I'm going to assume I'm going to assume her behavior
is known, or that she did the tech.
I think it's that she did it and thought it worked.
And that's the other thing. You keep coming back. Was there a different result?
What's the definition of insanity? Sorry?
And that's the other thing I came across. And I was about to send it to me, and I was like, no, I'll find it later. But I was like, I'm never going to find it. But it was a video that CCHR clipped and made viral for, or made available on social media, Facebook, I found it on. And it's about, like, is there a cure? And has psychiatry found a cure? And the answer is no. They've never cured anyone in psychiatry. And that's it. That's the promo for anti-psychiatry. And I'm just like, when you go clear, do you all of a sudden not need to wear glasses? Are you cured? Or do you just keep paying for something that is not happening?
No, it's because they keep dangling that carrot on the stick.
Mm-hmm. Because if psychiatry didn't work in any way, no one would keep going.
Yeah, right?
Because they can leave. They can leave the damn room, the building. They can go to the bathroom without asking. So it's crazy.
It is.
Yeah. Okay. Bill, you're smarter than I am. What's a panacea? I've heard of it, but I'm not good at English.
Hold on.
Okay. I've noticed
panacea, like a cure-all, basically.
Okay. I noticed Bill is more like a see, I don't even know the word. A literary major, or like just high up, like, this word and blah blah blah. Pretty smart, Bill. You're pretty smart.
Hold on, I just saw something. CO Bill, I don't know if you're referring to a little convenience store. Fuck it, I'll say the name. There's a little convenience store called the One Stop Shop. Stop is spelled with 2 P's and an E at the end, and so is shop. But it's like a little convenience store for Scientologists. It was weird.
Yeah.
I walked in there, and first thing I see past the register on a little table at the end of an aisle is a table full of cow mag. And then I look on like their website after I got home, and I see books from Grant Cardone and just like all these, and then like wise business relation books and all that kind of shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
have
don't know what to
dictionaries
do with
too.
that one on the map because I don't know if it's big. Because I forget who said, but someone owns the whole first floor, but it doesn't make sense because I could not find any connection to this person, but the um, one shop store um, doesn't own the building, but it is a wise company. So it's just it's crazy to me that they would be successful enough. So like how mad?
I mean, they're still open. It
Vitamins.
works.
The vitamins.
The only CalMag I'd buy is from Outback Naturals. Oh, isn't that Janice Grady's company?
Wait, she has a company?
Janice Gillum Grady has a like supplement company. And one of the things she sells is called like Koala Calm or something.
Don't take my koalas. Don't involve my koalas. That might as well be a 420.
That's what they sell. Calm magnesium powder. It's called
Oh,
Koala
that's so
Calm.
nasty. Do they know there's better stuff out there?
I mean, the description of it is, hold on, it's got an apple cinnamon flavor. It's a calcium magnesium supplement. Fucking course it is. But I mean, I don't. I'm sure CalMag has some benefits, so it's like I don't want to trash it entirely from like
No,
a
I don't
pharmaceutical
think.
standpoint.
Right. I think all vitamins have their, um, you know, their help. They're
It
helpful
all
in
just
their way.
depends on what
But
you're
it's
taking
not a
them for.
cure all. And that's what, I mean, I can take all the vitamins and don't have any deficiencies, but I still can get skin condition, cancer, um, heart disease. I can somehow get, have a heart attack or my vision get worse. Like it doesn't matter. Oh, the niacin is ridiculous. They don't, because the niacin, what they do with for the Purif is what they used to do for radiation exposure in the 50s. It makes no sense. Like he turned that and like just do that, and that
Just
that that
get
is
your
a
just get your
yeah,
skin flushed every
right.
day, and it gets rid of the radiation.
But for Hubbard to say that it actually helps get out all toxins and you know
And
any sun damage or
I used to have
so you
this.
don't get re-high. You're getting rid of it.
So you
Or
don't get
antibiotics. You might as
re-stimulated.
well get back in the Purif.
I was gonna say I had a friend of mine in college. He was still community college, whatever. He was this older guy, and he was in some of my like tech classes, and so we were just chatting or whatever. And he mentioned, I don't remember what the fuck he said to me, but somehow he managed. Oh no, I think I saw him one day after class, and I looked down, and what I saw on the table that he was reading from is, let me see if I can find it. I think it was this one, perhaps. I'm going to share this. Nope, that's not what I want to open. That's what I want to open. Share screen.
Hey Peter, what did you mean by teenage daughters can perform rapid aging?
I don't know if he's making a joke about like stress from raising a teenage daughter.
I don't know, but I got yelled at yesterday
Oh, damn.
while I was in the library. So I'm in this glass separate room, but it's completely glass. And I see my daughter calling me, and I'm dealing with the papers and the books and stuff. And I just hit um, speaker. Oh my God. Everyone in the library heard how my daughter talks to me. And it was so disrespectful and so like, it's hot. The AC hasn't been on. How do you turn on the AC? And when are you coming home? Dad's going to the gym. Why aren't you home? And I'm like, I'm at the library. Can you not yell at the library? And she's like, I didn't know you were going to put me on speaker. Yeah, you hear me. I'm talking about you. It's still not over. And so I literally, like, I gotta go. She's like, I can't hear you. I gotta go. Quick. And then the person sitting next to me was like, I'm not saying a word. But now I know what you're going through. I'm like,
Oh my
I
God.
processed that for a second. I was only gone half a day for like 4 hours. Otherwise, I'm home. We're at the doctor's appointment. We're shuffling that one somewhere. I was like, she says she's sorry now. It's like, I will only talk to you that way if you took someone's life. Hi, Rika.
Hello,
Hi,
Style
Style.
Audit. Hello, Rika. But yeah, I forgot to finish the story. But no, I see him reading something from it was either the investigations like booklet or it was.
I didn't know they had a booklet called.
Oh yeah, they got many booklets.
Oh, I know they have many, but I don't know all their names. I'm finding bulletins up the yin yang on
Those are
how
fun.
to use a tape recorder.
I know that. What is it? It's not called the tape
And all the
series. It's
freaking
something else weirder.
diagrams and what you do.
Yeah. Yeah. And then when you have to read the fucking word dictionary 50,000 times, gets kind of annoying.
Well, any like letter that or a lecture that L. Ron Hubbard did, the secretaries will pull every single word he used and send that to all the organizations, and they had to clear every single word.
That's
not
what
the
they did with
sentencing, not the sentence structure. Who cares if you just smash it in?
That's what the COB has people for.
It was like, we're clearing all these words, like every single word.
We're clearing your wait, what? It's one of the fucking study methods. I think it's method 9. I'm not sure. Or M1, something like that. Either way. Your method something that shit. I think it's method 1. Maybe.
What's so sad is that, like, once you've gone through Scientology, it can't leave you. Somehow there's still an element going with you.
A lot of times that I heard, it's people that are like, it's just concepts that I haven't heard English words for, or something like that. So they just use what Scientology gave them.
Well, what's so funny is that it's made up words, or he twisted the definition.
Mm-hmm.
And like he's the English major over there.
He's the English major, can't put half the shit he says dictionaries should have inside his own fucking dictionaries. Can't fuck. Oh my God. Just reading definitions. Like they're full on sentences. Full on like fucking rambly little mini speeches.
Holly, honey. She wants to know who I'm on the live with. Who am I telling about? The whole world. Send this out.
Just send her the link to the live.
Just click on it for a mother's sake.
Just like and subscribe.
Oh, channel name?
Oh, well, yeah.
At Scientology.
You might have to spell that.
She graduated. She's good. She graduated high school at 16.
Oh, wow. Good for
And
her.
that's why she called me yesterday. The AC's not on. How do you turn the AC on? And we're like, I don't think you're ready to get out of school. You may be able to write better than Hubbard.
That's a low bar.
It's a very low bar.
Speaking of, I'm wearing a Final Blackout shirt.
I just compared my daughter to get education to Hubbard.
That's how you know Scientology has truly infected
It might
your
have
brain.
been abusive. I know. What? Oh. Okay, an opossum on the camera. Thank you. Just watching animals. Like a live outdoor thing.
Mm-hmm. Style Audit says, when I hear clips of LRH delivering his talks, it reminds me of that creepy loser professor who stays in his office, who says in his office, sit right here, pats a chair, and then never removes his hand from the chair. What was that one? There was...
It's so long.
Oh, what lecture is that? Hang on. I gotta look up a lecture now. For anyone who does want to listen to Hubbard's bullshit, the Advanced Organization of the Great Plains, it is a free zone group, and they have Hubbard's entire lecture library on their SoundCloud. I am going to put a link to that in the thing. So we got one there, and then I'm going to put one in the private chat. And that's AOGP. And then they also have their own little podcast about independent Scientology. Oh, they just uploaded some new lectures. Oh, no, wait. Why is it saying the track is being processed? It's been 6. All of these tracks are being processed. Why? Is the church trying to take them down, or are they just doing maintenance? You know, literally every single lecture is being processed. But why, though? I don't know. Either way.
Laura. Rita's asking about the podcast. What's the name of the podcast again?
Let me go back to the website. The podcast itself is Scientology Outside of the Church.
Oh, Can I show something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead. You don't gotta ask.
There's a, I think it was 2 minutes, but it's a clip that happened last night. Send it to myself. About a church in Scientology. Or no, church in Florida, sorry. That's not
the one in
Scientology.
Tampa?
Yeah. All the things that were trying to get exposed for Scientology, the leader was arrested for everything that we're trying to get Scientology.
For everything that we're trying to prove 100 million times over.
I know, and everything's documented, how many people have come forward.
I want to know why this church leader was arrested, though. Michelle Brannon. Federal forced labor and human trafficking.
Uh-huh.
The Kingdom of God Global Church.
Could have sworn I sent it to me.
They ran call centers to solicit donations.
Uh-huh. Everything. There's a news clip that I swore I saved.
Oh my.
Where the hell did I put it? Oh, I put it in, I saved it in, YouTube. I'm like, whatever the hell.
Jesus Christ, it's the hole. That's basically what this is.
Uh-huh.
Who slept at the call center or in a
They
ministry
get in trouble
house.
for certain things, and they
We're not
become
allowed to leave that
slave labor and everything.
Wow.
So yeah, I saved the clip in YouTube, but I can. So where the? I save stuff in every different way. Playlist. Let's see. Activism. You can't hear that, right?
No. Nothing. Hold on, let me see why.
That's okay. I'm gonna
If you're sharing something, it's not showing me that you are.
No, not yet. I was trying to find. I have the playlist, but where the heck is the option to play that? There we go. There we go. All right.
Two church leaders with ties to Tampa are facing federal charges tonight. They're at the center of what investigators are calling a multi-million-dollar conspiracy involving money laundering, forced labor, and abuse. This follows multiple FBI raids this morning, including at a home in the affluent Avalon neighborhood in Hillsborough County. This was part of a nationwide takedown. Fox 13 is covering this investigation from multiple angles. Our Kylie Jones is at the federal courthouse in Tampa, diving deeper into the church and its leaders. But we begin with Aaron Mesmer live in Avila with more on the raid and reaction from neighbors. Aaron.
Yeah, Haley, and these neighbors were absolutely stunned by what went on this morning. Neighbors in this community, they woke up to helicopters and FBI agents raiding a home in Avila. And once they found out why those federal agents were there, it was even more surprising.
Some of you say, I don't have 100,000, but you have 20,000. You have 50,000 here, or you have 10,000.
That's video of David Taylor asking viewers to send money to his church. Federal authorities now say Taylor used donations to fund an extravagant lifestyle that included this massive mansion in Tampa's affluent Avila community. FBI agents raided the home Wednesday morning.
It's very surprising to hear that type of thing was going on again right in your backyard.
It's unclear what authorities took from the home. This view from Skyfox shows several cars lined up with gift bows on top. Neighbors say the 10-bedroom, 10.5 bathroom, 28,000 square foot mansion is one of the largest in Avila.
Because they was like, how could a pastor afford to live in a house like that?
According to the 23-page federal indictment, this house is one of several properties throughout the country purchased by Taylor's Kingdom of God Global Church. He's the pastor and referred to himself as an apostle, according to court documents. The indictment alleges Taylor recruited people to work at call centers, referring to them as armor bearers. Investigators say they were his, quote, personal servants who fulfilled Taylor's demands around the clock and were never paid. Taylor and Executive Director Michelle Brannon are accused of controlling nearly every aspect of the workers' lives, cutting them off from family and forcing them to take contraceptives. Human trafficking advocates say it's a devastating situation.
And you really had every aspect of human trafficking. You had individuals who were, brought to a facility that they couldn't leave. They weren't being paid. They had production goals that they had to meet.
And authorities say if the workers failed to reach Taylor's monetary goals, they faced punishment, including public humiliation, food and shelter restrictions, sleep deprivations, and physical and psychological abuse. The Crisis Center of Tampa Bay's CEO says these victims will likely face a long recovery. She says there's another lesson every community can learn from this.
This can happen in one of our most affluent zip codes in Hillsborough County. It can happen in your backyard. It can happen in my backyard.
As for the folks who lived with alleged human trafficking, fraud, and money laundering happening in their backyards.
I hope it's not true, but if it is, he deserves everything he's going to get.
And there was also what appeared to be a federal command center set up just north of here at St. Joseph's Hospital in Lutz. Experts say if there were any human trafficking victims at this property, they likely would have been taken to a nearby hospital for care. Haley?
Let's hope they can get all the help they need. It sounds like they have been through quite a lot. Aaron, thank you.
This man, David Taylor, I only remember him from a video deposition that he had to do about like the spending in his church. And they were like, oh, was this the guest house or the main house, whatever, and talking about all this different shit. And he's just trying to justify like spending the extravagant amounts of donation money.
I think I remember seeing something like that where he had to keep going to court. Is that what you're talking about?
I'm assuming maybe. The only thing I know about it is the video depositions.
Because they were saying like there was one church leader that kept filing taxes way below what he is, and so he kept having to go to court to prove his income. And he's like, no, people donate, so it's not an income. And then we'd go through that, but I don't remember exactly like what, but I'm like, everything they're saying about this one and the building, I'm like, just go up a little north, or no, across the bridge, because it's Tampa. So go across the bridge to a whole town. So the nation can do it.
They're just going after the ones that can't really sue back.
I know, or really
Hold on 1 second.
have
Sorry.
been trained on annihilating or infiltrating government. And that's the other thing. Because in Sacramento, there is a government magazine with technology and everything that is run by OT8s and other Scientologists.
No shit.
Yeah, that's why Sacramento is a different beast. And because they're business communities and they're in the Sacramento newspaper, I mean, they infiltrated the whole damn thing. But they can't act culty. It's just part of the church. We help the community.
Don't you see our volunteer ministers stealing resources from other groups and passing it off as our own?
That's a freaking felony crime to do that for a fire. And then pass it off. That is yours. A-holes. And no, did we see any news on that? No.
People on Facebook were just talking about it a lot.
Let me go to that company. It's a media company, but it is definitely. Oh, I know that chick. She's on this team? Oh. I think I gotta share this because her 9-year-old did the PRF in Sacramento in 2019. She's a year younger than my daughter, and now that
Just
I know
knowing that kids are doing the PRF.
So this is eRepublic.
Oh, whoops, hang on. Sorry, we're trying to enter.
No, that's okay.
There we go.
All right. This is eRepublic. It is a wise company, but it caters to government entities, specifically California. The second picture with the lady with curly hair, that's the mother. And she's so proud. God damn it. But, so, yeah, it's like Center for Public Sector AI, Center for Digital Government, governing our story. Established in 1984, eRepublic is the nation's leading data. Also, it's not just California. Thank you. An events company dedicated exclusively to state and local government and education. Our mission is to serve as the trusted source for guidance, innovation, and meaningful connections, empowering government and education to reach their fullest potential. Yeah, they have a magazine that's launched. GovTech 100. So that's a Scientologist. That's a Scientologist. She's actually a second gen. She went to the Sacramento Delphi, or version of it. It's closed now. But yeah, this is definitely, when I looked up their names and stuff, yeah, based in Sacramento, CEO, let me look up her name. I can show you, I believe she's an OT. Gee. Okay. So, yeah, she's an OTA for 2009. Did the L rundowns. So she's been pretty much done by 2019. Wonder when they're gonna tell her you have to do something again. Or you're really not OTA.
We just found like new Hubbard tech that was hidden by evil editors and suppressive persons. And this is the true source. Like, how many times can you re-release the same shit over and over and over again? And my question is, how many people did that take out from Scientology each time? How many people left because of re-releases?
Well, and that's why, like, with him changing how you audit someone, I found a video of Tori down in LA, Tori Magoo, going to pretty much the PAC base, or the blue building, with the grand opening that they did in 2012 or whatever. And she talked about Miscavige changing the tech and was talking to this guy that was trying to handle her, just by removing her from the sidewalk. She asked for the permit and everything, and he was trying to get her to go across the street from the LA org to Kaiser. And so she's standing with him, and she's like, yeah, no, I was in Scientology. He's like, so am I. I've been here for a long time. She's like, great. But Miscavige changed the tech. She's all talking to him. He's like, I know nothing about that. She's like, oh, yeah, you do. And then started going over, like, certain, like, whatever,
The Golden Ages?
not lectures, but like the bulletins. But he corrected her. Those are bulletins. She's like, yeah, exactly. And I know what I'm talking about because I'm an expert in that one. And then so she was telling him about like how it changed. And so it's like still going over the how it was. She's like, how you guys communicate is not how I, the same organization that I got into, and how you guys just move me along and don't. So I was like, ooh, gotta save that one too. But
Trying to like slowly
CO
transfer
Bills,
all
that's
these names over.
horrible. And down in Mexico, they're expanding, and definitely they're getting into South America. They're trying to expand there with just Dianetics. They're in African villages. Like I did a huge thing with T uncovering the actual villages in Africa. And I totally forget which country, but it's one of those things where they did a magazine of all the volunteer ministers and how they're expanding, and they're going to do their make an ideal village.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been surprised if it was frickin' Zimbabwe.
It's close. Where's that one? I keep wanting to say Cuba, and I'm like, that's not in Africa. You know what? Scientology just doesn't know. Go to Cuba. That's how it goes there.
Do they?
Go to China. Come on. You're just right. You're just in that island. Right on a. Let's see. Oh, where'd it go? It's. They call them also. Not barbaric, but they're the indigenous people. They call them. Gosh, I don't even like. I don't know even like the word that I threw it out. Not their world, but literally like they're. It's Uganda. Um, gosh. Not savage. Oh, dang it. It's in my notes somewhere of all this out, everything they wrote, but pretty much they're uninhabited, so they live in the jungle.
Mm-hmm.
But the way they call them, they're, pretty much not barbaric, but I can't find the uncivilized.
Yeah.
That's what but it's like, and then they talked about being able to give them gifts like MP3 player, or freaking like a dance floor. So I'm like, really? These people have lasted thousands of years without any of your tech, but you saved them.
We didn't give them the real, like, clear sound CD systems. We just gave them little shitty MP3 players with like 3 lectures on it.
Well, that's what's so sad. They do all those. They've done all the TRs and stuff. I even have pictures of the kids sitting across from each other doing the TRs as a whole group. And then a 20-year-old touching a kid's head to make him look straight.
So he's 8 seeing the kid. Okay.
And it was a big con. I already went to FBI with it, all the names and everything. And T was supposed to, but I haven't heard anything about that. From the main volunteer minister that, like, literally I have, and I haven't been keeping up with it, but I kept up with all their pretty much their weekly stats.
Mm-hmm.
This village would post their stats.
Oh God. I can't picture that. Like, I don't want to picture that.
I like I said, and what's so sad is that I had all this information on my phone, and literally the FBI placed
Place the what?
I could not keep. You cannot bring any electronics in
Mm-hmm.
or watch any. Like you have to like literally any smart thing needs to stay in your phone. And then I had to convince the security person that it was a federal crime before I can even get into the door. And he would literally negotiate with me. Well, that sounds like, a thing for the police. And then I was like, no. And then immediately when I said, because this was like over a year ago, something with money and I can't remember it, but I did an interview with T and explained the whole scene because here I am. I put my phone in when I finally got in, and then all the information was on the phone too. I was like, I came with no papers, but I had my key fob and my bank card because I didn't want to leave it in the car, even though. But I have these two, and he's like, anything in your pocket, watch, detonator. Like he kept listening, and I was like, key fob, card. Like this is all I had, and I had to give him my ID. Like they kept it and ran it, and I'm sitting there by myself, and then I had to go through a security thing, and I was like, I literally just told you what I have. I have nothing on me, no jewelry, nothing. Everything's in my hand and put it in a little wooden box. I waited I had to wait like 30 minutes to get into the door and then like another 45 minutes to talk to an FBI agent.
Jesus.
In a sale interview room. So, and then there was a roll of toilet paper right next to me. I was like, is it going to make me cry? Like, what are we doing here? And so, it was just like giving me the information, and I'm just like, they were building a roof for a year with the same roof, and it literally just looked like the hammer and upward. Not down, not on top of the roof, but inside the building and up. And I'm like, there's no nail, like that wouldn't be how you do it. And then the thing was not, it was in the same condition as more pictures. And then they would ask for the money, they would ask equivalent what would be in the US compared to Africa. They were asking like $20 a blanket.
Jesus.
And mattresses. And they're like, all these orphans came to us, and it's on school property, a private school property.
Oh God, they taught them study tech.
And so the property owner and everything are involved, getting payout by Scientology to do this. And the government over there, so T found this guy that was a volunteer minister for like a month and a half, never got paid. They promised him to pay for his school, never did that, and he left, and he went to the police on his own a year before us finding all this information. But the government is shady over there, and you have to pay for it to go forward.
That's dumb.
So
That's so dumb.
yeah. So it's like this hiring of but all the money that they're raising is from Scientologists. They're calling Scientologists.
I'm not.
T wanted to reach out to the people that are big donors and be like, stop. And I'm just like, you give as good as you get. Like at this point, keep digging your ditch.
Yep.
Like, if you don't realize the prices for blankets in Africa are not $20 a blanket.
I'm just
It's
curious, like, where in Scientology that money's actually going.
Right. And they never showed beds. That's the other thing.
Huh.
Because it's a
So-
damn school that they leave and come every day. It's like, if you can't think about that, just think about it.
What I miss here?
But I did my part. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? It's like, T's in Australia, they're in Africa, and basically the woman's in Clearwater. So I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, I'll go with what I can. And I shared all her aliases. And even the FBI was like, why would she have them? I was like, they pull out credit cards in all different names and we'll switch. And so he was checking out the website and that, where I got that. That's all I can give him because it had to be from memory. And you see my memory. Like, what's a word? But right now I've been stuck in maps. And so visually I'm like, I don't know. I'm not here. So I'm different when I'm not, like my brain's stuck on autopilot instead of,
Yeah,
words
I know
and
the feeling.
language. Well, that's the other thing. They say like they need food to have a sustaining village. But it's on their farm, on their That's the other thing. Where do you think they're putting all this? And the price for how much a seed is not what they're paying. Because they have eggs, and the eggs come in cartons, by the way. Think about it. They're on a farm. And they have stacks of eggs in cartons in Africa. If you're getting that from a live chicken, they don't come with crazy. Come with cartons. That was purchased. That's why I'm like, T, let them believe in a dream. Oh, yeah.
Hmm?
420. I'm looking at so close to finishing this thing.
I was about to say, I'll take another hit.
That's up to you. I have wine, but I'm kind of afraid to try it.
Why?
It's almond.
Best thing you do is give it a taste. If you don't like it, you don't like it.
Yeah.
CO Bill says, I had so many wins and gains on the Rural Africa Subsistence Hunting Havingness Rundown. Hello, Power Lies to Paralyze. Hello, Circled in Red. Who else have I missed?
2, 4.
Hello, the Sapphire Leo.
26. No, I don't have 26.
I think that's it.
28. And 22.
I will say I'm glad I picked this. I'm glad my brain chose this fanatic level of research on a group that's relatively small. It makes it so much easier to track like last names and shit.
Yeah.
Being like, all right, if you see Bullstat, it's almost likely to be one family.
26, 28. Oh, why did I skip that? That's weird. I only have 3 more to go.
Nice.
And,
You
you
got
know,
this.
like kind of adding things and tweaking things.
CO Bilf, I didn't even have an Arthur Bull stat, but thank you.
You know, it's pretty stupid when you have an address in the middle of a street. Wherever, Sciento, wherever you put the pins.
Hello, Heather Mack. We are doing research. I am transferring names from a list from Ranch Kids. And Journey is working on trying to break down a plot of the 400s. Is this Clearwater or California?
Clearwater, I'm not even in Clearwater. I have not gone through LA like I have done Clearwater, but that is coming up. That is going to be a new project. Because I want to know. I found one when Laura did her live with Catherine Olsen. I was like, I don't know about that building. And they're all standing out front 6 feet apart. 4 of them. For Sea Org. So I was like, oh, okay. Chestnut, what is your street? It's in the middle of Chestnut. Why are you in the middle of Chestnut? Hi, Heather. Ooh. Okay. So the last 3 I have, Scientology has decided that they're going to change these 3. It was 4. I changed it this morning to a different street address instead of Cleveland. They put Clearwater Memorial Causeway. There is no street in Clearwater called that at all. I even checked on their map. I checked nope. But we can Google and put it on Google Maps like it is a real thing. And I was like, are you trying to slow me down? Because I find humor in this.
Because it ain't really working that well.
I know. Can I show you?
Yeah.
I've learned. Okay. Let's see. I showed it in a live earlier, but it cracks me up. Let's see. Okay. So, do you see my cursor on the map?
No.
It's a giant purple cursor, and apparently, do you see it now on the left side?
Yes.
Okay. For some reason, it doesn't show up on the map. My cursor. But do you see all the Cleveland streets on the map?
Yeah.
It's a fucking Cleveland Street. But
Your cursor's on the map. I can see it.
we're gonna have that one be. Wait. Wait, did you clear it up? No. Hold on. Am I in the right spot? Hold on. It's right here. Where'd you go? Hold on. You have to be here. Okay. 415 Clearwater Memorial Causeway. It's fucking Cleveland Street.
Jesus.
421 Clearwater Memorial Causeway. Continues to get worse. 423 Clearwater Memorial Causeway.
What are the ones across the street?
These are Clearwater. I mean, this is clean. This is Cleveland.
Oh, so those are
So
Cleveland.
these are the
but
odds, and these are the evens.
Yet the evens go on a wait.
Yeah.
What?
And even 411 has Cleveland Street, but not these ones. And these 4 in a row.
That's so weird.
I'm like, you don't think I'll figure it out? So I left that at the end because I thought it was entertaining.
It's definitely strange.
Oh, that's too hard for me to figure out.
Focus on something else you can work on.
Yep. Oh. But yeah, no, it's been. I was like, I'm keeping you in case you switch it. Because I'm going to show how much of an idiot you are.
I'll have the evidence.
I know. I was like, guys, seriously?
CO Bill said, been looking for dentists and chiropractors with Scientology connections who have been busted for Medicaid fraud and such. Damn. Power Lies, yes, this is a Final Blackout t-shirt. CO Bill said, if I had a business in Clearwater, I'd want to avoid using the Cleveland Street address for obvious reasons.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely, I mean, what they've done to this place is so sad. And I mean, past mayors have warned, hey, take over. And they're like, oh, someday we can work together.
Yeah, fucking right. Hello, T.
I'm not sure what, if you're on Earth, but it's not working that way.
T found a Scientologist dentist in Perth.
'21, '23, and '25 is, and that's what's so weird. It's the same. It's the same owner for all 4. So quickly hide. She found us. She won't find us here. Make up a word.
Make up a street.
You don't think I cross-reference it with other stuff? I take Google Maps at its word when I'm like, clearly you guys have been messing around for long enough with Scientology. Now I'm getting into the wise companies, and the wise companies are like, We could trick her. Oh, sad, sad little men. I'm gonna call them men. I don't know. I'm gonna be general.
CO Bill said, "Who is the owner?" Got me curious.
CBW Management LLC. It goes back to 400 Cleveland Street. There are a lot of LLCs that go back to that address. A lot. Oh, just the description and thanks fast 3. Please be done. If I find more,
You'll find more.
fuck it.
Just always expect that you will find more.
Additional addresses to this parcel are
Pam Bondi has spoken at Scientology events, at least one in the Fort Harrison. Damn.
and 125 Cleveland Street, 425 Cleveland Street is the main address. Let's see. The main question is when I put this up, import it, how many addresses do I need to correct that won't pen on the map? I have to individually go find. Why is that question mark? Take me to Hamlet.
CO Bill said CBW Management is a cutout for Moises Agami, a major Scientology property holder.
Yes. He is a property dealer that has so many properties. So hi D. But yeah, no, I'm finding so much, and this is why I want it to launch with what I have now, and then we can fill in the blanks. You can find more info like you need it, Holly. Like you need more. Do you need more to do?
God, no.
I know.
Am I going to do it anyway? God, yes.
That's why this map, no, I am nowhere near completed. I just want to get to a part where I feel like I accomplished something.
You won't feel like that ever. I'll tell you, that feeling is never going to happen because you'll always feel imperfect if there's more to do.
Well, right now, I've proven pretty much that they do not have as many orgs and missions as they want.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I have a lot of fails, flux. So, at least I have that. But I'm trying to figure out, that's why I saved Clearwater for last, because I wanted to do all the buildings owned by affiliates and then get into all the WISE companies because of why what CO Built is going through the WISE directory. So there's I think a 2001 and a 2004 list, two different ones. And then, of course, the back of the books with all extra stuff, addresses. And I haven't even begun really to dive into applied scholastics.
Oh, God.
And you'll see why when I do the live about how you find them on the directory of the Scientology.
Mm-hmm.
Just like in the beginning when I was going through their map, it's a hot mess. I can put in a location and find the nearest one. I can put it in another location and it gives me more when it should have given me the last research. So, yay. And they have tutors like on call, or not on call, but like only the phone number.
Mm-hmm.
And they call that an entity.
Wow.
Like that's where I'm like, I'm not getting into applied scholastics now. Keep pinning. Keep pinning.
No. Stick with pinning.
I do not want to pin people. What am I supposed to do with that? Somewhere in the ocean is this tutor waiting for you.
Is this tutor that's going to ask you to fucking do a clay demo? I saw a picture of one of those in one of the fucking like magazines. A picture of like a clay demo table. Let me see if I can find it.
Oh. Just hearing the stories about at Gold Base where they had to do a whole demo, and if the person was really good with people, they just kept the people and made it into their story. But he said the hot sun, and this person, of course, is Mark Headley. He said the hot sun will just melt everybody, and so it's just. And then he had to dig and then like reconfigure it, but it was like the hardest. Grown people are playing with dirt, clay, or sand. I don't know what the hell element it is now when the sun keeps deforming it. What element is still left? But to create it, and you have to act it out, you have to explain so you understand the process of whatever you're trying to, understand. Not just clearing the word, but actually like, okay, explain how you audit, blah, 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 or do your TRs, and you have to put, it's like, these are the people that play with clay that put a brand new street in thinking I wasn't going to notice the 4 addresses in a row are not like the others. Hey, do a clay demo on that.
How does that make sense? Do you understand these definitions?
Build your little street and
Make your
understand
little
why
cars.
others work.
Put your little person doing solo knots on the side.
I wonder if they have like molds now. I'm surprised
God.
they're not into sand sculpting by now.
I would suck at art. I absolutely suck at art. I would absolutely suck at sculpting.
I don't know if I can get an actual thing to stick with clay and like really. I would just roll, and then there's my person, and it looks like an upright snake. I don't know what I'm making. I've been doing this since I was 3, but I can't figure it out. CO Bill, that's scary.
Listen to this shit. I'm looking at these like OT phenomena things from the advanced magazines. And
say the last part again. What?
OT phenomena from the advanced magazines.
Oh my gosh. No, that's what.
What?
Yeah. Do you mean their wins?
Yeah, like these people's like stories about like how they did these magical things because they're OT.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, do it now. When you're not in a hypnotic state.
Like this one. I needed a bit more money to pay the rent. I was having way too much fun doing some Div 6 actions, helping new public. Bullshit. You were not having fun. You were feeling stressed. And I didn't have the time to work on income for the rent. I decided that I would have what I needed the next day, some way or another, and just pour the coals on the purpose of what I was doing to help the new people. Next day, I got a call out of the blue from someone that indicated that they had a commission for me for almost the exact amount I needed, and they wanted to do a direct deposit. They were off by 30 cents. I smiled with the knowingness that this was totally OT powers and was happy about it coming so close. Then I went to my car to go to lunch and found 30 cents in the parking lot that fell out of someone's pocket. That just put the cherry on top of my day. I paid the rent and went whistling along to my next creation of smiles and theta-freeing beings.
And that's a different. And I found out there's different thetans. You're either a thetan beginner or beginning thetan, an advanced thetan. Some weird, because they're weird symbols. I have to look in all my. I just did it yesterday, scanned it yesterday, and it had the different symbols of like a circle and a line through it, and then it had like something on the side, like just typed, and so it's like had different levels of Thetan.
Different levels of Thetan.
Okay.
Hail Thetan.
I'll try harder. I'll try harder to be a Thetan. Oh my goodness, I don't know. It's so
Grant Cardone Money Workshops. The Study Bugs Seminar. Oh wait, do I already have Ellen Klebanoff? And that's another thing. Looking through these magazines, and I originally would just look through them just to be like, oh, this is funny. And now I look through it and I'm like, oh God, I got to dissect this bullshit and pull out all the names and posts and success stories and involvement and what service did you finish, and then God forbid you go to the fucking graduations. Just like the parts of the magazine, they're like, here's the lists of people that completed these services. And it's like, well, fuck you.
Yeah. I found another one.
You found another one with that weird, like, street name?
No, I found another one I haven't done on the spreadsheet.
Told you you would.
A-hole. Oh, it's an undeveloped land. Let's see.
Yep, Alan Klebanoff. No shit.
Whoa,
Okay.
I try so hard. Do you not exist? You do exist.
Circled in red says, Journey, if you can show us some, we might be able to tell their meaning, fake or hallucinatory as it all is. And T says, yes, would love to see.
Okay.
What are the levels of Thetan?
Find the damn paper. Then the file. Listing. I don't know why. I don't know why it was considered listing. Oh. Let's see. Oh, it's not that one. I did a lot yesterday, guys, so bear with me.
CO Bilf said, I was broke as fuck and in a state of anxiety. I applied the conditions formula and became totally keyed out and found $50 on my mom's dresser and used it to buy more Way to Happiness booklets. And then circled in red says, Bilf, the formula for getting out of anxiety is, and Bilf said, drink 2 beers and try not to think about it tomorrow. Heather Mack says, Bilf, you need to go on the RPF, not for stealing, but for getting only $50 to buy books and not having your friends do the same.
I need your system where I just type in a key word and it shows up. Yeah, I never heard of what the hell? Styles of auditing, the listen style.
Isn't that just Dianetics?
It's style of listening, style auditing. Here, the auditor is expected to listen to the PC.
It's literally the whole point of auditing.
And they know the answer to everything, apparently.
I gotta hit the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Okay. I've gone through so many pages, and to find one thing. But I remember the symbols. And it was a list of different symbols. So it like had the arc, but then it had oh, I have a part 8? Okay. Come on. I have a feeling it's in this last one I'm checking. Oh, that's a horrible picture. Now I feel like I've seen things. know you're there. Wow. I must have skipped it because skipped it on here. They're all typed and they're different colors because of the bulletins, and so it's like
Heather Mack says, what's the best website or websites to look up Scientology publications, books, leaflets, etc.? I don't know of websites to really be able to look at those, but I will put the link of my archive in the chat. That should give you something to do. It'll take you down some kind of rabbit hole.
yeah. I'm about to just look online because this is
Heather Mack, if you need me to email it to you, because for whatever reason, if YouTube doesn't let links go through, then I can shoot that over. Yeah, eBay has a lot too. That's where I got pretty much all of my lectures from.
Satan levels and symbol. On bulletin.
Oh yeah, I will let you know, Heather Mack, when you go into the folder, if you want to access all of the books and stuff. Let me see. So you open the folder, you're going to go to Church of Scientology and then church produced material, and then you'll find books, magazines, lectures, and all that type of shit. Well, actually, I don't really think I have any lectures in there, but
It's not that one. No, Caitlin. Hang on, I'll be right back.
I may not have much on Captain Bill Robertson, but I do have some stuff. I'm glad you noticed, Theo Bill.
As soon as I said, okay, the camera and microphone's on, my husband was like, thank God. And both of them come out of the room. It's like, oh, yeah, say something. It's like, it's been 3 hours and I've been stuck. So funny.
I will say I'm starting to crash, so I might hit the sleep.
Okay. Oh, yeah, it's later
Yeah,
for
a couple
you.
hours.
I'm going to search with what I have. I just scanned it and put it in folders. I swear I saw that and I was just like so confused with type of Thetan. And I don't know where I put it.
You'll find it at some point.
I know in my mind I'm like, did I dream that? No, I was there. Well, thanks guys for joining us.
Thank you, Journey, for joining today. I had fun.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for
Absolutely.
having me. Figure this freaking out because they are talking about Thetans in this thing, but I was like, where the hell are the Thetan groups?
Well, when you find it,
I don't
send it
feel like
over.
nothing. Yeah.
But
So it was in a bulletin somewhere in the 1950s to the 1965. So it's
oh, so I got to
early
check
on.
the old bulletins. Okay.
Yeah, and that's why I don't know what's published and what was just sent, because some of these were just sent to missions.
Mm-hmm.
So franchise.
Now you got me looking at like the old stuff. So I've only really been paying attention to my new, my newer archive of volumes.
Well, how someone explained it is like they have the old stuff to refer to when they do change things, but they keep the old stuff because it's the tech. So how she I was just like, okay. They revise, but they keep the old, and then they retype it, and so they'll have like 4 copies. That's why it's like, do I really need to scan this 4 times different ways? So, all right. Well, have a good night.
You too. Thanks again for stopping in.
My husband exaggerated by an hour. It's only been 2.
Bye.
Have a good one, guys.
Peace out, everybody.